So I figured I don't know. I haven't decided maybe if I should do daily videos, weekly videos. Um, I guess it's kind of easy to do them maybe daily. I don't know. I just haven't decided. So I'm leaving the doctor again. I was at the doctor yesterday. I'm leaving today, and Tuesday I have another appointment. Now, as the title says, it's a cool saying. I found somebody that had on Facebook, Fight to the Finish, and it's a pretty inspirational guy that lost his brother to heart failure, and so he started making these sweatshirts. Excuse me, I work nights, and my schedule's been a little thrown off. Well, every week lately. But I thought it was a pretty cool saying. He hashtagged, or he put on the sweatshirts, always fight to the finish. So he put FTTF. I like that. I for whatever reason, that specific saying, when I read it, just kind of clicked. It kind of made sense. I found in the last couple of years that you have to be your own advocate. You have to be your best advocate. You have to be the one that wants the best for yourself. You've got to be the one that's fighting for what you think you need, whether that be a job, better job, a partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, a new house, better credit. It really kind of falls in line in life with a lot of things. I just saw a cop go by. I had a feeling something was up. I see a bunch of sirens in front of me. All of a sudden that jumped up in front. So we're gonna take this a little cool, just kind of stay out of their way. It's kind of an unusual park job. All right, so I don't know. It's just kind of what I believe in, and from following a guy, the big no-no, NOKNOW. I bring him up in about every video I do. It's kind of interesting to watch some of these videos of these people that do this for a living, that are so in tune with them. Well, they're not in tune with themselves necessarily, because they're struggling, going through the same shit we are. But they're really good at it, going through and talking about it. And they're really good at, explaining how they go through their process and the different processes they've been through. And over and over, that's one thing I see is you gotta fight, and you have to be your own advocate. You've gotta, a lot of things I say and I don't do, and maybe obviously I should. I was gonna say maybe, but obviously I should, is daily affirmation. Writing a 5-minute journal. There's an app that he said was called 5-Minute Journal. It's got a little light bulb lit up. But doing a daily journal, but also in there making sure that you're doing affirmation, that I don't know, I have a hard time saying this because, again, it's something I've never really done, and it's been something I've just kind of thought was funny. Repeating to yourself or writing down that what you want daily, what you're thankful for, that you're a good person, that you do good things, that you deserve good things. There are, I don't know, I guess there's research to that, and there's proof that is very helpful. I plan on doing that 5-minute journal every day. I don't know. It can only help. It sure can't hurt anything. Um, and it's funny, I got a brother-in-law that has cancer, and I know when he got sick, or even before, he's a really healthy guy. He's probably 55, and he reads the labels of everything. And he'd always say to me, you shouldn't drink Mountain Dew, you shouldn't eat that food. He'd always look at the label stuff. We'd be at restaurants, and he'd pull up what we ordered or what we're gonna eat, and then he would tell us what's in it, and it really would drive me mad. Like, I'd literally get a little pissed off. Like, come on, are you serious? But after spending 3.5 weeks in the hospital 2 years ago, and almost dying twice, and then now on this little journey of fasting and eating healthy and just trying to do better things for myself, not eating sugars and all the crap, you kind of learn that that's actually a pretty smart way to go. So it's kind of funny how those things work, where I used to judge him, and it would annoy me, and now I probably annoy people by doing it. And maybe a few other things in my life now have kind of come full circle to where now I do things that used to annoy me. I know for sure a few of my friends would agree with that. But it's just interesting, and there is something to be said about fighting the fight and wanting to be better and do better and wanting things for yourself. I've been told before, and I've read before that, if you tell yourself you're going to make more money and that you're going to find money and that you're going to have a better job, that it happens. And I've always thought that was kind of, I don't know, a little hogwashy and a little, conspiracy theory. Maybe that's not the word, but a little far-fetched. People write those things and put them on mirrors, Post-it notes, and I don't know. I guess nowadays I'm not so quick to rule that out. I sat at home for 2 years, almost sober, not knowing what was wrong with me, and being really sick, really just put me in a depression, and really not. And I can't say I didn't push people away, because I did, no question about it. And the reason being is I was trying not to drink, and I was trying to stay away from all. I didn't know how to do it. I've never been to a 12-step program. I've never had a sponsor. I've never been to a meeting. I've never sat down and talked to somebody else that's going through the same thing. Still never have. And again, I can't say that. But I could probably say I should. I think that's kind of a given that I should do that. I just can't wrap that around my brain right now. But along with that, the unfortunate part about people away is all too often people in life are quick to just walk away when you push them away. They don't want to, even your good friends, they don't necessarily want to be around me being sick all the time, or always being bummed out and never really being in a good mood. They just didn't have and don't have the fight in them to put up with it and realize that I'm going through something. And now that I know that it was medical, and that my temper and my anger level, or my frustration level, and my anxiety levels were all due to a medical issue, it doesn't make it any better to go back to these friends and try and say, hey, it was a medical thing, I wasn't really being an asshole. And I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to work that out, because I have realized that a couple of my friends say that what would you say? They would say, they keep saying this word that I am isolating myself. And again, in some small way, that I am. But in a lot of ways, they're isolating me. They're not wanting to invite me to things like birthday parties. I might be a little upset that all my buddies went hunting and didn't invite me. And I get it, because I know they're partying and having a good time, and they don't want the sober guy around, and they don't want to see me drink, even though I do drink a little bit every once in a while now. But they don't want to be around it because a couple of them were around when I got really sick, and two of them were in the room when I almost died once, and so I know it's easier for them just to, like, not be around me for that reason, because they don't want to put themselves in that situation. I've had people die in my arms. I've had people that I've tried to resuscitate and bring back to life that have died. I've had people just die in front of me. I've also found a couple dead bodies. I've seen things, and more than that. And a lot of people haven't, and I think a lot of my friends haven't, and it's not easy to deal with. So I know it's easier just to, even though I've been friends with those particular two people for 30 years, I think in their heads it's just easier just to pretend I'm not around, because I do call them and invite them to go to things and go do shit, and they come up with some lame, pretty comical excuses actually to not go do things. So I don't know. I guess it's all part of it. You read and read. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to, I like researching things online. I like reading things. And all too often you see over and over that people that do get sober don't hang out with their friends that they used to before that still drink. It's just a thing. You just don't do it. That's why you have sponsors and people that you talk to, because it's just really hard. And so I guess that goes both ways. And I'm realizing that now after 2 years of not drinking. And now drinking every once in a while. Now it's like people think, oh my God, you're drinking. Like, man, I don't want to be around when you're, falling off the wagon, or when you start drinking, and what if something happens, God forbid. I guess that's just life. I guess that's how things work. Again, it's just one of those things that I guess I just have to wrap my head around and figure out. I wasn't willing to do that for the last 2 years. It was easier just to sit at home, but I'm finding now that I have to force myself to understand that. I have to put myself in front of that to fix that. Whether it's approaching these friends, which I have tried on a couple times, and they just keep saying I'm isolating myself, and calling them out and telling them what I think, and just being done with it. And I just haven't decided what route I'm going to take on that one. Just really haven't. So I don't know. So that's really all I got to share. I had my blood work today because Tuesday I go in to see my endocrinologist. We're going to see how my brain tumor is. We're going to see if there's any changes. And then we're going to check my blood work on my my pituitary gland. So we're going to check and see if my prolactin levels have lowered. For guys, the lower or higher your prolactin level, the lower the testosterone. So, and then with that, we're going to find out if my testosterone levels have raised up. And we're going to find out if that's all working. It's only been a month. They don't want to do testosterone replacement therapy yet. I think I'm going to push for that because my body's just tired. I'm wore out. I need to have that in my body to function day to day, or I'm not going to be able to do my job. And it's getting to the point where the short-term disability is something I'm going to have to probably take advantage of, and probably not be at work for a few months just to heal and figure this all out. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll do some update videos, keep you guys updated. I don't know why I'm doing these videos, I gotta be honest, but it's part of me figuring this stuff out, I guess, and maybe instead of a 5-minute journal, maybe I'll have a 15-minute video and talk about it, and then put it out on YouTube for a whole bunch of people to watch if they want to. So we'll just have to go with the flow. That's all I know. You guys take care. It's Friday. Have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy the fall. And yeah, I don't know. Check out the Big No-No. If you're having any issues in life or any questions in life, if you have stuff in life you just want to figure out, you're battling stuff, check out some of these people. There are a lot of helpful people out there that are willing to share their story and their education on depression, stress, anxiety, drinking, testosterone, hormones, I don't know, it's all that shit. It's all new to me, I gotta be honest. So, but I am more willing to fight where I wasn't the last 2 years. So I just want to get back to the level where I can exercise again. And I need a lot of medications for that are like $500 a month, but we'll have to figure that out somewhere along the line here. All right, you guys take care.